Many people living in poverty barely have enough money to buy food and pay for their housing. They often come from low-income families, and as a result, they are not able to get the same education as those who are more affluent. This can be seen in how many live in what is referred to as vicious cycles of poverty, which is defined by the National Poverty Center as repeatedly poor or disadvantaged. There are many things to consider when someone is in poverty. To finally escape it, you will have to give up something even if it isn't something you want to. It requires sacrifices to break this cycle so that one can move out of poverty. In this video, we are going to discuss 10 sacrifices needed when trying to leave poverty. 1. Get out of comfort zone to get out of poverty. Getting out of one's comfort zone can help individuals get out of poverty. The need to broaden one's perspectives. Go for new adventures. I was able to come out of poverty because I knew that I had to do something different in order to get what I wanted. I was not willing to settle for anything less than what I desired, so I decided to take risks and go for new adventures in order to accomplish new goals and turn my dreams into reality. One of the best ways to get out of your comfort zone is to take on a challenge that you are not good at. This will allow you to grow in that area and improve your skills. Challenge yourself by taking on new tasks is the best way to step out of your comfort zone. 2. Sacrifice short-term happiness for success. There are countless sacrifices that people make in their pursuit to be successful. This is true for any person, regardless of whether they are living first world or second world. Short-term happiness is often sacrificed for success because it is seen as a frivolous pursuit that doesn't have much value. However, the sacrifice of happiness has proven to be detrimental for individuals and society as a whole. It can lead to burnout, which can affect productivity, and lead to mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. It's not uncommon for people who live in the first world to put success before short-term happiness because they believe that success will lead them to a future where they will be happy. In order to be successful, people often do things that they don't enjoy and sacrifice their time and short-term happiness for a higher salary and better job. 3. Sacrifice selfishness for altruism. Sacrifice is a good thing that we should do more often. Sacrifice is the concept of giving something up for a higher purpose in life. Giving up the things you want the most for a better reason, such as your family. It can be seen as altruism or selflessness, depending on how you decide to view it. Selfless people put others first and put their needs last because they are sacrificing their own desires for someone else's well-being. People say that sacrificing yourself for others will bring you rewards in the future, so it feels like an investment instead of giving something up. The truth is, sacrifice always feels like less than what you deserve because there is never enough time in this world for everyone to have everything they need: food, water, money, love, etc. 4. Find positive friends. Finding new friends is actually not that hard. It all starts with understanding the type of person that you want to be your friend. Is it someone who shares your interests or someone who is a kindred spirit? You can also consider a friend who can introduce you to a whole new world of different experiences and perspectives. There are many ways to find people with whom you have something in common, so try different approaches and see what works for you. Try to find activities that you can enjoy and meet people who share your interests. The second step is to start changing your mindset. Keep in mind that the situation you are in now will not be forever, and dwelling on the negative aspects of it will only make it worse. Be positive and think about what makes you happy. 5. Sacrifice negative thoughts for optimism. It has been proven that optimism can have a positive effect on one's wellness. Optimism is the belief that good things will happen or that a particular situation will have a successful outcome. In our personal lives, we often deal with situations that can be difficult and challenging at times, such as financial difficulties, the death of a loved one, or just feeling unfulfilled. The problems these situations bring can often cause us to feel pessimistic and unhopeful for the future. This may lead to depression and, in turn, lead to negative thoughts or actions in everyday life. Research shows that when we choose to think positively about our current situation and take action in spite of it, we're able to find opportunities for growth and happiness even when there may not seem like there is much hope at all. The first step starts with substituting negative thoughts with optimism and transforming them into steps towards better outcomes for both ourselves and the people around us. Optimism is the key to happiness and success. The negative thoughts will never bother you if you replace them with positive thoughts. If you want good things to happen, then treat them as if they already have happened. 6. Change your diet. They say we are what we eat. Start taking care of yourself now because you need your body to function properly, and this will help you think better. If you want to live a long and healthy life, it is important that you eat healthy. A diet rich in vegetables and fruits is a great start. It also includes eating less animal products, eating more whole grains, and limiting your intake of processed foods. There are many ways that you can help your body feel better by changing the way you eat. A plant-based diet provides a wide variety of nutrients and can reduce inflammation. This will help prevent chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. When you eat well, you feel good, and when you feel good, you can also go out and make money. 7. Time management. When it comes to managing time, it's important not to overcommit. Agreeing to too many things can lead to ineffective work and no room for self-care. It's also important that your time is spent wisely on what you need or want, rather than what other people might want. We recommend these 4 steps for managing your time wisely. 1. Know what you need and want. 2. Know how much you have before deciding what to do with it. 3. Know how much of your time is taken up already. 4. Find the best way of effectively using the little bit of free time that you have left. 8. Social media. It is always difficult to measure how much time we are spending on our social media accounts and what the return on investment could be. This can even be hard for people who want to quit their social media accounts because they don't know how to measure their success in terms of what they are gaining versus what they are giving up. Social media is a great way to connect with your loved ones and friends, but there are some downsides to it as well. Here are some tips on how you can quit social media for a while. Turn off push notifications. Unfollow people whose content you find toxic or negative. Set your phone to Do Not Disturb mode before bedtime. Unless you are making money from it, quitting for a while will do no harm to you. 9. Sacrifice your trust in others. In a world of digital identities, the old way of thinking about trust is no longer true. We have been taught from a young age to trust those around us and to not always question what they say. We are now in a position where we have to learn how to manage our digital identities, and our trust will be based on who we choose to follow or connect with online or offline. We cannot blindly trust those around us anymore. In the past, people were able to easily assess if someone was trustworthy, but now it's more complicated as there are many factors that play into how trustworthy someone is. In the digital world, you cannot differentiate between reality and fiction, as it can be manipulated by anyone with an internet connection and a social media account. 10. Sacrifice your pride for small victories and big ones too. The 10th item of this list, sacrifice your pride for small victories, is another important strategy for succeeding in the process of writing. It can be easy to get so caught up in our own thoughts and the desire to always be right that we don't give validation to others' opinions or views. It can also be hard for us to recognize when others are right or are just being too sensitive about what we have said. Giving up your pride is an important part of being able to move forward and allow your work to grow. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.